welcome to another Nerdrrage Diablo 3 video. This video is going to talk about how to use the Natalia's 6 set strafe slash ROV, which is Rain of Vengeance, T6 speed farming build. So I'm going to start with the skills that you use. You can use Rain of Vengeance, Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud allows the arrows to kind of fall with you as you move. So that's really good because you're going to keep staying mobile with this build. You're going to use Strafe Drifting Shadow because this allows your movement speed to stay at 100% when you're strafing, while normally it's at 75%. So you're going to sacrifice a little bit of damage from not having other runes, but keeping that movement speed up is important. You know, you just want to move around fast everywhere, kill shit, and collect your trial rift keys or whatever from the rift guard. Okay, so you're going to use smokescreen displacement because this will allow you to move faster when you smokescreen, and because you are just kind of running around AoEing mobs, it's not like other specs where you're kind of shooting from far away and kiting, so you're going to get hit more. So your HP is going to dip depending, and it might dip faster if you're, strafing through beefier mobs. So kind of needs smokescreen in this situation. I mean, you could do without it, but you're going to have to kite a lot more, and that kind of defeats the purpose of this build of just AoEing Rain of Vengeance around your character and killing shit. So, smokescreen. And I'm using the Bat Companion just to keep the hatred regen going. You don't really need the Wolf. And, yeah, so the normal hatred regen, and then the active add 50 hatred just in case you really run out. You say you haven't picked up globes in a while and just got unlucky with that, so that's why I used the bat. And let's see. Oh yeah, Vengeance. This will regen hatred as well, do a little bit of extra damage, and it's physical. And Dark Cloud is also physical, so the risks with 20% physical will boost up both damage here and here. Now obviously people are saying, why don't you use a physical strafe? Because, physical strafe does a little bit of extra damage, but once again, you want the mobility. It's more important. So that's why Drifting Shadow, once again. And Focus Mind is going to regen your discipline over time. You're going to be spamming Smokescreen, getting around places pretty fast. So might as well regen more discipline over time. Alright, so that's that as far as skills. Now passives, ambush. You're trying to burst things down quickly, so that 40% extra damage when targets are at 100% or 75% above is good. Blood Vengeance is gonna regen your hatred and discipline every time you pick up a globe, and as you're killing shit fast, you're just going to pick up more globes, and this will allow you to continue strafing and smoke screening. Archery, your second hand crossbow, that's why I don't really use a quiver with this setup. Give you 1 hatred per second, and then you still get 5 extra crit chance, so a little bit extra damage and hatred regen from archery. And tactical advantage just allows you to move faster when you smoke screen. And this adds up, so it's 100% movement speed and then 60% from doing this, so 260 overall. Okay, so that's that. And as far as the, gear, this is, remember, for Torment 6. I don't use this for Greater Rifts. I use either the 6-piece Marauder for middle of the road, 30 to 40 Greater Rifts, and then the UE Lightning for 50 plus. So that's already taken care of. But this is the most efficient way to do Torment 6. And I'm not using FNR because Torment 6 mobs don't really have that much HP. So I rather use the Avarice Band. Is really nice because it allows you, as you pick up gold, to increase your pickup radius. So you can really pick up those globes fast without really having to move towards them. And that will allow smoke screen more and do all that other good shit. And then I put the Boon of Hoarder gem in it, just to give me a lot of gold. And you get movement speed bonus when you pick up gold, so that's pretty nice too. And then the RROG here, just so I don't need to have all 6 nat pieces on. And instead I can throw on a hexing pants, which once again contributes to the increased resource regeneration, allowing me to strafe and smoke screen a lot. So yeah, getting the... Oh, one thing to note in my gear is I try to find pieces with percent gold, because this risks gives me experience for a lot of gold I pick up. It's like I'm not really short on money, so don't really need the percent gold, but the fact that all the money I pick up, which skyrockets with the Boon of Hoarder, gets converted to experience, is pretty nice. It adds up since you're killing shit so fast, and you can pick up gold from long range with this ring. So percent gold. As far as the shoulders, I do use the Death Watch mantle because it throws up a little fan of knives. And since you're kind of strafing and rain of vengeancing mobs around you everywhere, this is good. Obviously, this is really not good if you're shooting shit from range and kiting, so because you'll just phantom knives around yourself and nothing's going to be near you. But in this case, it is good, so definitely pick this up. So yeah, generic nat stuff. I do have hatred regen here. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but that just helps. And then I have it also on my Dignetas. It doesn't matter what second weapon you have, as long as you have the nats to complete the bonus. And also, even if you don't have an ancient nats, um, nats is still good because of the increased rain of vengeance ability that you get from this. And another thing that increases rain of vengeance is this belt, which is very important. It even helps me kill shit faster than getting a Harrington's buff from that waist, because although my strafe will be doing like a lot more damage, I won't get this extra weapon damage from the rain of vengeance, which I'm trying to spam. And the reason why you're able to spam rain of vengeance is right here. Every time you use a hatred generating attack, which... Oh, wait a second. Or hatred spending attack, yeah. So you hit with either one of those, you will reduce the cooldown. So as you're strafing through a bunch of mobs, you definitely want to try to not only take on a couple mobs at a time, like just skip by them and get great, big high density groups. So that will allow you to rain a vengeance. So if you watch my video, just try to skip to the bigger groups. Yeah, that's basically it with that. So this is the setup. And yeah, the other things that I like to use the Kool-Aid potion because getting walled in is really annoying. So that can break that. I use the Tragul coils because it reduces the cooldown by 59 seconds. So you can just pop Vengeance and Preparation even if your discipline is kind of still at half and you don't really need to. Switch to these risks and get a well or a pool. And by the time the Vengeance runs out, the next one will be pretty much ready. And your preparation will automatically reset. So that allows you to move around more and do a little bit extra damage. That's why I like to keep these wrists. It's not necessary really, but certain situations when there's low density, you're not getting as much globes and you're getting low on both resources, this helps. So yeah, and obviously the Nemesis bracers to spawn in elites. Okay, so that's basically it with the build. And I'll post the link to a video I made of me using this build. So, oh yeah, I forgot. As far as legendary gems and the gem I put in my helm, this is just the experience gem. And this the Togok gem because you're spinning around, so you can keep those stacks stacks up pretty much the entire time. Unless you're going to pick up loot from a chest and you forget to hit strafe again, then you might lose it. But yeah, for the most part, that should be up most of the time. And I already talked about the boon of Hoarder, and I just put the elite gem. This is the second gem I've been leveling, so the rank isn't really that high, but 74 seconds is enough to keep it up in Torment 6. So that's why I kind of stopped leveling that up. And yeah, so there you go. I mean, you could use the Golgok gem and reduce the cooldown, increase, have more cooldown reduction. But you gotta also remember, if you increase your raw damage by 20% and mobs die faster, you'll pick up globes faster and be able to move on too. So you won't need to spam preparation and as much to keep moving. So that was my preference for that. Alright, I hope this was informative, and until next time, peace out.